Okay. তাহলে what we have done in our last class?
Last class, we are doing some
We have
list.
complete the least part on the
Yeah,
last class.
list part, and we can that
And
also
regarding the test
do the
class, I believe
test class also.
I have asked you to just complete couple of things. Like first thing is that one class with three methods, just putting the area of three shape like triangle, rectangle, not triangle, probably rectangle, square, and circle, and then write a test class for that. Have we done that?
Uh, no, sir. That I think
Yes, sir,
that
I
is
done
not.
that.
Yeah, Rakesh,
Yeah, yeah.
you were saying something.
Mm. Yes, we have done.
So last day what happened is like you have make us understand what is the list variable, and the last part you told us, okay, you have to take take some values under the list, and you have to measure that whether the value is odd or even. So that was the last class we have written, and you asked for the test class as well to complete by
Yes,
by yourself. So we did that only.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So, have you completed all these things?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Then just do couple of things. Let me just show me like how you are fetching the list of prime numbers or whatever it is.
Yeah,
You
you
said,
have told us like for each loop can be used there, for loop.
right?
Can I show that?
Yes.
Okay, let me share my screen. So I believe the screen is coming up.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Thank you. So, so this is the class where I have taken a list called new list, and I have passed the list in a I integer for with the help of the for loop, and I have used the math.mod method that you have told whenever we want to have some comparison, like if the value of I is divided by 2 and whatever the value reminder will be. So I have used this, and I have put like if under the if condition I have put if this is divided by 2, then please print I as a even number, and else it will be a odd number. And same time I have tried to write the test class as well. For that I can show you.
So in your test class, you don't need to return anything. In your test
Okay.
method, you
Yeah.
don't need to return anything.
Okay. So yeah, first time I did that, but I just tried like a experiment, so that's why it is showing like that.
Okay. So that's fine.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So I can
But
see the coverage is also 100% here. Sorry. Yes.
okay, that's fine. Uh, let's do one thing. Let's complete this part today first. Let's have three methods in a class which will actually take arguments, input arguments. One is to find out the area of circle. One is to find out the area of rectangle. One is for square, and it would take arguments. Like for square, it should take one side. For rectangle, it should take two sides of rectangle, and for circle, it should be the radius. Okay, so just write it down and write the test class for that as well. Let's complete this thing, and then we will move to SOQL today. Today I will show you how to write SOQL. Next day we will cover like how you can use SOQL in our Apex code. Okay.
Okay.
So if we just complete this part, then we can just go into one thing that is called I will show you what is method overloading. That is one of the feature of object oriented programming that is called polymorphism. So it is a very small simple class, um, should not take more than 5 minutes. So you just create one class, create three methods with input arguments, actually, and you can return the result as well. You should be returning the area, the value of the area for that shape.
So just one thing, should I take the data type as decimal or integer? Decimal will be fine, or like integer?
That is up to you. I am not going to tell that right now.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Sir, can I store the value of pi directly, like, or should I take a variable for that, like 3.14 will be fine? Or
Shrodip, sorry, your voice got cut off for my
hello,
network.
am I
Can you go?
audible
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now?
yeah. For audible.
So I'm saying, like, sir, to know the area of the um circle, should I take the pi as a variable or put the value directly like 3.14 like that?
You can directly put that. That's
Okay, okay, okay.
Let me know once it is done by anybody.
So I have done the area of triangle part.
Not the single one, the whole one, whole thing.
Okay, okay.
Sir, I have written the logic, but getting some
But
problem.
what? You
Can
can
I
share your.
Yeah. This is what I have written.
Why you are putting static? Anyway, that would
So
not make
that
much difference.
yeah, I can call the method
Call that
directly.
directly, that I can understand without
Yeah.
you just put return. It would be easy. And second thing is that whenever you are writing any method, if you are not returning anything, you have to put void. Otherwise, you have to put the data type.
Okay, let me try this. For each and every method, should I put the return or only one return will do the job?
No, always for all the, like, if you are just trying to build one house,
Mm-hmm.
if there are three different houses you have built,
Okay.
obviously you have to create the main door for all of them.
Yes,
It is not like you can just create main door for one and then let the others be without having any door.
got it.
Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
when you are putting something as return, then you have to return that value as well. Like you have to return area.
Yeah, got it. And the return statement should be inside the method bracket.
Inside that method, that should be the last statement.
Return area.
Please make the indentations correct
Yes, sir.
for all of them. No, no,
Should be like here.
it should be once that second method should start with one tab.
Second method should start with one tab, and this is will be like in the same.
Yeah, that should be in same that is within the class, right?
Yes.
So the indentation of the class body should be maintained. Now it
Now
looks
it
good.
is fine.
Yep.
The class got saved. Let me try it now. Oh shit. Line number 1, column
You
19.
have removed that static now.
Oh yes. So I have to create the instance here. Method this one. 9. So I need to check this is working fine or not. I don't know this is the exact value or not.
Use calculator. That is the
Yeah,
simple.
doing that. So it will be 3.14 into, what is the value? 9. Yes, 245.30. 245.3. Yes, sir. It is the exact value.
That is fine. Write the test class.
Okay. I'm stop my sharing.
Yep. Anyone else? Rakesh, Pallab, Sujoy.
I have written the class. Now I am writing the test class.
Okay. And the methods
Yes.
are working properly, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Rakesh,
Sir, I'm stop. Done, but I'm not sure.
Sir, can I share my screen? I'm facing a problem.
yeah, Amit, you can share your screen.
So I don't know. It's not executing properly. What is the issue?
Sorry, I was in mute. Tell me.
Sir, it's not executing. I don't know what is the issue.
Just a
Mm,
minute.
yes, sir.
Click OK. Hmm. That will not execute.
Why,
Tell me
sir?
why. You tell me why.
Because of void.
No. Void, a method can be void, obviously,
Huh.
as if you're not returning anything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm,
No. Comment out the first line 2 in your anonymous window. No, no, not there. In the
yeah.
anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
Comment out. Comment that out.
Okay. Wait.
Put 2 forward slash. Yeah.
Hmm.
Now execute.
Same. This is the type bus method. It's same issue.
No, not same issue. It is a different issue.
It doesn't exist or
Click OK.
interesting.
What is it? Can you identify? Uncomment? that line. Execute. Is that the same issue?
No, no, no.
Okay. So what is the issue?
Void radius
Method does not exist or incorrect signature.
Oh,
Method does
okay.
not exist means the name of the method you have written is not right.
Okay, okay, okay.
So the C is capital in anonymous window, and in your definition it is small c.
Okay. Yeah.
Now the next issue. What is
R.
9? What is 9?
Oh.
9 is integer. If you have to
Hmm.
put decimal, it should be
Hmm.
9.0.
Hmm. Okay. So I'm putting a point. Yes. Second
So
issue
for
is ID.
rectangle, what it should be? You have put 2 decimals as
Yes.
argument.
Yes, sir. So three. Yeah. Okay. Now it's okay, sir.
How it can be 3 and 2? Those are integers, not decimals. Decimals means that
Hmm.
must be with some value after zero precision. 0 is a value.
Hmm. Now I think it's okay.
Execute and let's see.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. What? Oh, sorry. This is from the type class method.
I
Now what
already
is
told you. Click OK.
but I've changed it. Mm,
First of all, copy paste the method name.
okay. Put here.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Execute that once again.
Mm.
Method does
Make
not exist in a void.
decimal from the type class method.
Okay. Put that as integer and use 9 only.
Okay. Integer, same. It's showing the same thing.
Click OK.
Mm.
Remove that space in between argument and name. Line
Where?
in line 3. Remove that space. Yes. No.
Wait, what else? Wait. Mm. 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 Now it's execute.
That should not be the issue, but yeah, you can execute that once. But
What?
that should not be the issue. Click OK. Smooth.
Mm. Yeah.
Put the code in this message. In the message, put that whole code and let me check.
Okay. sir, I've sent it.
Yeah.
Mm, plus plus message means line. Plus area.
It is absolutely working properly in my system.
Okay. I don't know what
So
is this.
wait.
Mm,
Share your screen.
mm. Yes, sir.
Change the class name to something else.
Okay. How should I try, sir?
Yep, try again.
Invalid type method mod.
Click OK.
Mm.
Save it. Go back and save
Oh,
class.
saved.
Execute it.
Yeah, now it's working. Okay.
So first of all, whenever you are
Hmm.
giving name for any class,
Hmm.
all the letters of the word
Hmm.
of the words you are using as name
Hmm.
must be capital.
Okay.
In method, whenever you are writing any method,
Hmm.
first letter must be small, and all
And
the
the
words you are using,
hmm.
uh, except the first word,
Hmm.
the meaningful word,
Hmm.
that should be capital.
Okay. 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 Take it, sir. Thank you.
Write the test method.
Yes, sir. Doing.
Rakesh, follow.
Yes, I'm almost done. I'm just sharing.
Rakesh, how about you? Have you completed?
No, I'm just up in point.
You are starting it now, or
I am starting, but in test class I have just a few problems.
Sir, I have written the class, but the test class, but it is showing a lot of errors. I'm trying to solve it.
You can share your screen.
Oh, okay. This time I have tried with void, but giving me error. That's why I again tried with the same data type. But
If you have y, put void, remove the return statement.
I have done it.
Now wait, what is that for line 11? The return type is not correct. Where you are moving decimal void, both are there.
decimal and void. Okay.
Line number 11.
Yeah, I understand.
Save it and let's see what are the issues. There are so many issues. Constructor not defined. Go back, go at the top. So why you are putting argument when you are defining that object?
Yeah.
You haven't defined the constructor. Then why you are using it there?
I'm not getting it, sir.
So why you are putting 9.0 here? You are defining the object
Yes.
of the class area of shape.
Oh, shit. Sorry, sorry, sorry.
So that is the constructor. You are using new with new. You are using the constructor. So
Yeah.
you haven't defined any constructor of that type.
I got it.
And put the argument in your method. It should be in your method, not there. That is the test method you are defining. It
Yeah,
should
right.
be line 6 where you are calling that method of your class.
Okay, got it.
Rectify the other part.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, yeah.
I have also completed the part.
That's that. Except Rakesh, somebody else told that.
Yes, sir.
Sujoy, okay.
Yes, I have completed the class, test class and class.
So this is the class, and this is the test class.
Have you executed the test class?
Yes,
And that is working properly, right?
yes.
Looks good. Sujoy, for you, it is executing.
Yes, sir. Can I share my screen?
Yep.
Yeah, just a second, sir. Is it visible, sir?
It's coming. Yep.
this is the test class, huh? And sorry, this is the class, and I'll show
Okay.
you the test. And this is the test class. Okay.
So
Wow, what is the
okay,
problem?
okay.
I think yeah,
But see,
method does not exist. Why?
either the name is not correct or the
Okay, sorry, sir.
argument you have put is not correct. You can check that.
Yes. But I think yeah, it was working fine 2 minutes back. I think so. I pressed wrong key, I guess. I think. Yeah,
Check
I'll check that.
in which method it is showing.
Yes, so just a second. Five. Okay. Now it is. Yeah, now it's working. Yeah, if I run the test, then yeah, it is showing success here, and sorry, the area of coverage is 100%.
Good. So everybody completed or কারুর বাকি আছে না হয়ে গেছে সবার?
স্যার আমারও বাকি হয়ে গেছে, জাস্ট হয়ে গেছে।
Okay. Take 5 minutes and complete that, and then we will move to the
ওকে
next.
ওকে স্যার, ওকে।
Sir, meanwhile, I have written some code. Can I show?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I was writing a code on opportunity stage update. So
We haven't got into there.
yes.
So let's get into there and then I will check.
Okay,
So
sure.
that is there anything else?
No, I've written few codes. I would like to. I was just trying to show them. That's it.
Whatever you have written, that is good, but we will discuss about this one next day.
Sir, can I show my screen? I'm just stuck and I don't know what I have wrong.
Yep.
So this is my class. Okay.
This is your class, but that is very small, so I cannot see that. Just give me 1 sec. Uh, the fish. Right,
It is okay.
it's okay.
Hmm. So
Hopefully
this
your class
working
is
fine.
fine.
This
Save it.
working. Yeah.
Okay.
But it is returning, so not. I am not printing. I am just putting return.
That is fine.
So, yeah. So then I have written a test class. I'm not getting it. How? What is the issue?
What it is saying, method does not exist or incorrect signature, value area. Sorry, void area. Area demo I. What is area demo I?
This is the class name.
So you have made all static.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the first method? Show me the first method. No, in the class, yeah.
Hmm.
It's double A, right?
Okay. Okay.
Double means you have to put that as double.
Yeah.
You have put integer.
What?
So just give me 1 sec. If you are putting double, ideally it should be in single quotes, I believe. Not here in the calling statement. No, ideally if it is, it should not be. Wait. Can you just, I'm not sure, it is not your full screen or something like that. Um, right, that is fine now. Wait. Line 8. So it is not about line 4, it is about line 8. What is that? Area 70 and 50 you are using. Go back to the original class. Try area. Go back to that method. You have used area in line 8. It should
Oh,
not be area, it should be try area. That's why it is complaining.
so that this is also. Okay. I'm that is area demo. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute. I believe everybody completed. We will move to the next thing now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, any one of you share your screen.
Can I?
Yep.
Is my screen already squared? I mean shared.
Right. Go back to the class, which we have written now.
Sorry to interrupt, but for me the screen is very small. I don't know about others.
Yeah, so
Yeah, same for me.
Yes, sir.
Share the
Same for
screen
me.
again once again so that it will come up again.
Okay.
Surely, you share your screen.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir.
Is it good for everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what we have done, like, go to that original class. So, area of circle, area of rectangle, and area of triangle. That's what you have done, right?
Yes.
Now, just do one thing. For the first and second method,
Mm-hmm.
make the method name area, only area. Save it.
Yes.
So ideally, it should have complained that you are just defining two methods with same name. We cannot provide same name in both the places within a class, or like for anything. Like if I have defined integer a, I cannot define integer a again. In same way, a method, when we are defining any method, I should not be using the same name for them, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
But still it is not complaining.
Because
Whatever
I
error
guess,
you,
sir,
whatever error you are getting, that is from the test class only. Test class we will fix later.
Yeah.
But for now, the question is why it is not complaining. Because there is a feature in object-oriented programming, that is, whenever we are defining any method as well as constructor, we
Yes.
can define that with same name if the number of arguments are different.
Yes.
Number of arguments means not only number but also type. So now let's try to change the name of the third method in line 13 to area.
Now it will show some error because the
Right.
constructor are same.
Save it. Let's fix the test class, because, or comment out the test class, probably that will be fine.
Okay. It's not.
End that, and then at the end, yeah, just save that. Go back to that test class.
Yeah.
You have put some comment somewhere. Uh,
So I have a test plus open here as well. Should I close that?
yep.
Let me save it. Yes.
Area of shape test. In your test, go back to your test class. Just remove the methods. Don't comment it. It is not taking the comment.
I'm completely erasing that then.
Yep.
I will try the test class sometime.
Okay. Click OK. Now look into the issue. Method already defined.
Yes.
So why it is saying method already defined?
Because this one and this one is exactly the same.
Exactly. So it is not on the name of the variable you are putting as input argument. In the second method, you have used the argument decimal x and decimal y. If you put that as decimal a and decimal b, then also it will complain, because it does not take the name, it takes the type.
The data
And
type, yeah.
yes, it takes the data type and it takes number of arguments. So for line 2, between line 2 and line 8, there is no conflict, because the number of arguments are different. So in the first case, there is only one argument. In second case,
There are two.
there are two. Right. Now, let's do one thing. In line 8, make these two decimal x and decimal y to integer x and integer y. So I have asked to change both of them so that it can have some consistency. But even if I have changed only one type and try to save that, then also it would have saved and it would not complain, because now the data type is different. The number of arguments are same. There are two arguments only in line 8 and line 13, but the data type for both of them is different.
Yes.
So you are getting the point.
Yeah.
We are defining three methods with same name only because the arguments are different. The input arguments are different. Always remember, return type does not make any difference. Only the input arguments. There is no argument and there is one argument. So there is a difference in argument. In that scenario, you can use the same name. One argument and two arguments, you can use same name. Both having two methods with one arguments, but the data type is different, you can define that. Otherwise, if it is absolutely same in terms of signature of the method, then you cannot define it. So this thing is called one of the feature of polymorphism. Okay,
Okay.
polymorphism has different things. It has method overriding as well. This feature, what we are checking right now, it is called method overloading. That is, within a single class, multiple methods are defined with same name. In we will define sometime what is method overriding when we go through inheritance. But before that, what we are trying to achieve right now is that to understand that this feature method overloading. Now the question is why it is required. The question is why it is required. The simple thing, uh, just give me one second. Mm,
So you said override and overloading. What is the basic difference between that, like override and overloading?
Overloading is concerned when the methods are having same name in
Yes.
same class.
In
Okay,
same class. Okay.
and overriding is something else. That is, you have a base class and you have a child class.
Okay.
So I cannot define it until and unless you know what is inheritance. Inheritance means one
Parent and
class
child
is
class.
getting created from another class.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that is something which you cannot understand until and unless you are getting into uh,
Inheritance.
inheritance. So
Sir, inheritance is a part of encapsulation, like.
no, not exactly. Encapsulation and inheritance is different.
Oh.
Encapsulation means when you are writing your keeping your variables and methods within one place, that is within a class, and
Mhm.
you don't need to expose what you have written within your class and method. Only thing, you will provide the signature and someone else can uh, utilize that. It is a kind of a capsule. You have seen any capsule?
Yeah.
And there is something within that, so you know this is the capsule, it can be utilized in this way. This is a kind of, say there is some drug within that, uh, that is like for anything, like any antibiotic drug there. So say if there is any bacterial infection, you have to take one capsule named blah blah. So
Mhm.
you don't know what is there within that capsule, but you know that for this thing you have to utilize it.
Okay.
So
Got
that
it.
is called actually encapsulation.
Not exposing the entire thing, but just to mention the,
Providing
yeah,
the
providing the namespace.
access. So Shubhadeep, can you unshare your screen? I just
Sure,
want to
sure,
share
sure,
my screen now.
sure. Sir.
So let me go to the standard math class. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look at these four methods.
Okay.
So the method name is max, just like we were using, like name is area, and in the arguments you can see that the arguments are different. That is, either it is decimal, double, integer, long. So say you are just going to use, like you are going to check for any calculation that you just need the bigger value. Okay, you need the bigger value from between two values. Now when you are working on those values, it is difficult for you to understand, say within your logic. When you are doing that, it is difficult to remember that whether you are using integer or double, right? Only thing is that you have to make sure that both of them are of same type. if you can if you can uh, just confirm that both of them are of same type, you don't need to remember the name, the method name max, what it is for integer, what it is for double. If it was a different, if it was different, and say uh, I was just putting that for decimal, I was putting max dis. For double, I was putting max d. For integer, I was putting max I. For long, I am putting max L. If I have written these methods in this way, that is, system has created these methods in this way, it would have been difficult for you to remember that what was that name actually when you were using that in your program, right? So the same name can be utilized in the places where it would, first thing is that it is easy to understand. Second thing is that for a specific type of work, when your arguments are different, you don't need to use different name. So it will not confuse others who are going to use these methods. Like uh, for area, it was just an example, but here you can see that with this mean, max, mod, for these kind of methods which are already provided and you are using that, okay, it is easy to use when you have these same names, right? And it also provides you the whenever you are using any name, it will provide you the sense that what you are going to use or utilize. That is important.
Yes, sir. So we can use this method like in test class. It is not actually it is not remembered that what is my method name. So that is
Right.
a
And
very good
till
thing.
now you were just writing your class and you were the person, you were utilizing that class as well. So in real life you will see this, somebody is writing one class, someone else is utilizing that class in somewhere else. So in that scenario, obviously you have to like provide some documentation, and that should be giving you the exact things whoever is utilizing. But at the same time, it is easy to the ease of use and remembering the things well. That is also important, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have discussed the feature, that is method overloading. Now there is another part, uh, putting proper comment in the class, that we can discuss next day. Let's discuss. I will close this class little early today around 10:30. So let me quickly give you the feature, that is SOQL. So what is SOQL?
Salesforce object query language.
Right. So normally we know the word SQL, that is structure query language. What is
Mm.
structure query language? That is from any structure, any database. If we have to fetch any record, we have to take the help of SQL. With structure query language, we can do that. I'm giving you the trailhead and complete that by next day.
Yeah.
So in Salesforce, there is no table, right? We only have objects. Objects means the standard objects or custom objects we create in from setup.
Hmm.
So in setup, we have the standard objects previously, that is account, contact, opportunity, and blah, 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 blah.
Hmm.
And we have custom objects that we can create. So whenever we are looking into any, if we have to look into the data, Okay, if we look now, remember this: object and record, these two things are different. When we are querying, we are taking the records from those objects, right? Say this simple thing: select name and phone number from account. Let me share my screen if I am not. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. So this is one of the good instance. Let's see. Okay, let's simply execute this. Name and phone number from account. Let's put the ID as well. So whenever you are using this column names, this must be the API name of that column. Okay, it must be the API name. For standard fields, sometimes you will see that API name and the level, field level is the same, like for name, name of account. But for some of them, it is different as well. That is also fine. But whenever you are using any custom field, you must be using underscore underscore C at the end. Okay. So let's put it, let's query it. So what we can see, I am getting the name and phone number of the fields of the accounts in this system, right? Now, how to understand this query? First thing is that select. Select is nothing but a keyword. You have to always use it whenever you are trying to retrieve some value from any record. Now, the name of the fields you have to put. Then from is again a keyword. And then you have the object name. You have to put the name of the object. And after that, you can put where
Where?
clause. Where name, like say a percentage. A percentage means like a, that is
All
it,
of the A will be shown. On,
it will whatever is starting with a.
yes.
You can see there are two. Okay, so this where clause can have multiple, and you can use and something or something. So you can use and or. Now think about a list view or a report. So whenever you are creating any report um, with single object for now, what you will do? You will select the columns. You will put like from which object you have to do that you are selecting at the beginning, from which object you are just creating that report or the list view. And then in filter criteria, you are putting some values and putting that as and or. This where clause is nothing but those filter criteria. Okay. So whenever you are writing any SQL query, always remember these four things. Select and from you must be using. After select, you would have the column names with comma separated. Okay. After from, it would be the object name. And then you will have, you might or might not have this where. Whenever you are using where, you have to keep in mind, first thing is your field name, then the operator. This might be equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, anything like that. Okay, there would be any operator, and then there would be some value. Clear to everybody till now, whatever I have told?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let's think about the relationship in Salesforce. How that works? Like in contact, we have lookup of account, right? So account is parent and contact is child. That is the relationship we already have. Now with query, can we fetch the parent, the columns of parent field or columns of child field? Is there any way?
Yes, sir.
Answer is yes.
Yes.
This is the way. Like here, there are few fields with like for this query, what I am doing, this thing is the namespace. I had to activate my namespace for some reason. Okay. And now look at this. This account ID field is the lookup field in contact for of account. When I am using this, when I am trying to fetch the fields of the parent, I have to use the relationship name, not the field name only. It should be the relationship name and then the field name of that object. In my object structure, there is another lookup on account, that is new account. Okay, let me show you the object structure. So oh sorry, that should be in contact. Look, there is one standard lookup on account, there is one custom lookup, new account. Okay, and the field name is new account underscore underscore C. Now let's come back to this. Whenever we are trying to build any relationship with that parent, this underscore underscore C will change to underscore underscore R. Underscore underscore R is the relationship name. Okay, this is the relationship name, and this is like wherever, like these are the nulls, but wherever I have value for this lookup, this new account, you can see there is value for new account. This is the value of the name of that account is coming up here. The name is coming up here wherever, if I have anything, yeah, for this one also you can see, right? And wherever I have this account, the standard account ID populated, I have the account name with that. So I am fetching this field, from the parent object within same SOQL, right? So this is one instance. Let me give you this. So wherever you are seeing this Omurto Goswami underscore, uh, these are the custom fields. You can omit them and execute the query, like this one, this one, this one. You can remove and execute the query. Then also you will get the values from the parent object with the standard account lookup. If you create another custom lookup on contact, account lookup on contact, uh, then you can utilize that as well in your SQL. Now it is something I am accessing parent from child, like I have queried on child and I am fetching the values of parent. Now there is another part, that is I will query on parent and I will find the child. Okay, look at this. You can see there are two. Why there are two? Because with this account self, two contacts are associated. That's why it is showing two. For this one, let's see how many are there. There are also two. So here I can tell you that it is showing two. It can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it is, depending on how many records are there associated with one account. So important thing to remember, for this query, the values will come as field values in your query. But if you are accessing child from parent, wherever you are accessing this child, this contact, this will return a list. This will not return a single value. Remember, if there is only one record, then also it would be in the format of list, like this. Can you see the difference between this geo point and this value? ID colon something,
Yes,
name
yes,
colon
yes,
something. Why it is like this? Because even if there is only one record, and here I am just taking two fields, if I take only one field, then also it will return a list. Always remember, whenever you are calling, you are fetching the values of child from parent using SOQL. Look at this. Then also there is only one value here, but then also it is in the format of list. Always remember this. Here you have three. Here you have three, probably more than that. So let me share this query as well with you. So I have covered the SOQL part in broader sense. Where clause, you can understand what is where clause, that is the filters. Only thing I haven't covered is that order by and limit. Group by is another thing, I am not going to cover that today. So what is order by? Whenever uh, you are putting something in your list or report, there is a way, right? You can put ascending or descending with any column you have used there, right? Whatever you have used, whatever columns you are fetching, on top of that you can just do that order by like whether that would be
Ascending or
ascending or
descending.
descending, right? But here in SOQL, with any field, whatever is there, like whatever you are querying, on top of that you can put order by, ascending or descending. If you are putting order by any column name, by default it is ascending. If you have to put descending, then you have to put order by column name, then descending, and it should come at the end of the query. Okay, select ID name from account where account where phone equals to or phone like uh plus 9133, something like that. So plus 9133 will give you the landline, the old BSNL landlines of Kolkata only. Okay, and after that you are putting ascending, like order by name Order by name means it will start from A and it will go up to Z. If you put order by name descending, DESC, descending, then descending means DESC. If you write DESC, that will take as descending. So it will start from Z and it will go up to A. That's what it does. Okay. And there is another thing called limit. That is the simplest thing. How many records, if you think that there are many records and you don't need all of them, you can put a limit at the end. Even if there is any ascending or descending, after that you should put limit 10 or 100 or 5 or 15 or whatever it is. So that means with those values, with that value, that many, if there are more than that record, say I am writing something, select ID name from account, limit 100. If there are 80 records, then only 80 will come. If there are 110 records, then 100 will come. The 10 records will not appear. If you put something called ascending with some field value, then it will do the sorting first and then it will fetch those records. So that means if you are putting ascending or descending with query and limit along with that, then you can maintain or you can understand that these many records should come with me. I can see these records now. It would not be ad hoc. Okay. So say you have put select ID name from account, order by name, limit 100. And you are saying that there are 100 records has come. And you can see that up to whatever the last record, name of that account starting with M. So that means from A to before M, whatever letters are there, with all those letters, all the accounts are, you are seeing there. So that means there is no more record with say A, B, C missing from that list. But if there is something with N, O, P, those are not there in that list. You are getting my point? Like with this order by, you can just get the things in a in sorted manner, and with that if you put the limit, you will understand, you can at least understand what is there and what is not there. Like for any dictionary, how you can understand that whether a letter or a name or a word, say you have opened the dictionary from the middle, how you can understand that whether that say you are trying to find out some word, whether that would be in the left side or right side? You can understand because it is in sorted, it is in ascending order, sorted ascending order. That's why you can understand like whether it should be in left hand side or right hand side. If it was crumbled, you could not. So whenever you are querying, if you think that there is uh, any way or there is anything by which you needs to get the record sorted, use your order by clause, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I believe you have got what is SOQL and you have got the trailhead. So complete that trailhead by next day and we will start looking into this. And probably Pallab, you have written something using query, so we will discuss that next day.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
I am closing the call for today.
Okay.
Sure, sir.